Hello, learners! Welcome to W5-8 MP TV. Today, we will be learning other forms of recreational activities. It is important for us that we engage in physical activities to make our bodies healthier and stronger to fight COVID-19. I am your teacher, Deborah, and I will be your guide in answering your self-learning module. Let us check your knowledge, skills, and understanding relative to influencing society's fitness concept with cheer and contemporary dancing. At the end of the lesson, you are expected to 1. Identify other forms of dances. 2. Understand the facts about nutrition for better health and fitness. 3. Create and perform a simple cheer dance routine. So prepare your pencil, your ball pen, and your self-learning modules. In order to avoid injuries during recreational activities, remember to have a warm-up exercises. The next activity is a syllabized warm-up exercises. So get ready with your shoes and wear your PE uniform. How did you feel about the warm-up drill exercise? Why is there a need to warm up before cheer dancing? Answer these questions in your self-learning module. But before we move further, let us check what you already know about our topic.
Read and understand the questions. Choose the letter of the correct answer, and you are given 5 seconds to answer each question. Number 1. A performance of a routine usually dominated by gymnastic skills such as jumps, tumbling skills, flips, and tosses combined with shouting of cheers and yells. A. Cheerleading. B. Ballroom dancing. C. Folk dancing. D. Hip-hop. Correct answer is letter A. Number 2. Cheer dance is coined from the words blank and blank. A. Cheer and yell. B. Cheer and dance. C. Cheer and split. D. Leading. The correct answer is letter B. Cheer and dance. Number 3. A dance that are meant to be interpreted for performance and staging. A. Interpretative dance. B. Creative dance. C. Folk dance. D. Hip-hop. The correct answer is letter A. Interpretative dance. Number 4. A dance that are created out of 2 approaches, the elemental approach and creative approach. A. Interpretative dance. B. Creative dance. C. Cheer dance. D. Folk dance. The correct answer is letter B. Creative dance. Number 5. A profound solitary artistic and creative endeavor that requires introspection, philosophical analysis, and complex conceptualization. A. Dance. B. Split. C. Run. D. Jog. The correct answer is letter A. Now, for the remaining question, you may pause this video for you to continue answering.
In the previous lesson, you have learned the common injuries and the first aid treatment and techniques during recreation. The first one is the fries. which stands for protection, rest, ice, compression, and elevation. And the second one is the harm, which stands for heat, alcohol, running, and massage. Now that we already learned the first aid techniques in recreational activities, let's now proceed to the discussion of other forms of dances.
Other form of dance: cheer dancing. Cheer dance is coined from the words cheer and dance. To cheer is to shout words or phrases that may help motivate and boost the morale of a playing team and perform better during a game. While dance, a physical activity where one expresses emotions or gestures while performing bodily movements, usually in time rhythm. Cheer dancing rooted from cheerleading, a performance of a routine usually dominated by gymnastic skills such as jumps, tumbling skills, lifts, and tosses, combined with shouting of cheers and yells to lead the crowd to cheer for a certain team during a game or sport. It originated in the United States. Due to Filipinos' love for dancing, they added more dance routines to the cheers and came up with the term cheer dance, wherein it is a routine composed of yells and cheers, gymnastic skills, pyramid and tosses, stunts, tumbling skills, arm and hand position and jumps, and dance, fusion of different dance genres. Today, cheer dancing is identified as one of the most spectacular events in one of the biggest collegiate sports events in the country, the UAAP, University Athletic Association of the Philippines. Essentials of cheer dancing: hand movements and positions in cheer dancing. As I read each movement, you may also try to do it. The beginning stance: feet together, hands down by the sides in blades. Bow and arrow: one arm extended to side with other arm bent at elbow in a half T motion. Cheer stance: feet more than shoulder width apart, hands down by the side in blades. Overhead clasp: arms are straight above the head in a clasp and slightly in front of the face. Clasp: hands clasped at the chin, elbows in. Tabletop: arms bent at elbows, fists in front of shoulders. Clap: hands in blades at the chin, elbows in. Low clasp: arms extended straight down in a clasp and slightly in front of the body. The high V: arms extended up forming a letter V. Relax the shoulders. Punch: one arm extended straight up, one arm on hip in a fist. Low V: arms extended down, forming a V. The L motion: one arm extended to the side with other arm extended in a punch motion. Touchdown: arms extended straight and parallel to each other, fist facing in. Diagonal: one arm extended in a high V and the other arm extended in a low V. Low touchdown: Arms extended straight down and parallel to each other, fist facing in. T motion. Both arms extended out to the side and parallel to the ground. Relax the shoulders. Front lunge. Lead leg bent with the knee over the ankle. Back leg straight, feet perpendicular to each other. Side lunge. Lead leg bent with the knee over the ankle. Back leg straight, feet perpendicular to each other. Half T. Both arms parallel to the ground and bent at the elbows, fists into shoulders.
Do you think you can do those essential hand movements in cheer dancing? Yes, I know you can. The next topic will be the classifications of dance.
Classifications of dance. Interpretative dance. Dances are meant to be interpreted for performances and staging. B. Creative dance. Dances are created out of two approaches, the elemental approach and creative approach. The next one is the elemental approach in the creation of dance. The elements of dance. The number one is space. And under space, we have floor pattern, direction, focus, dimension, balance, levels, mass and volume, contours, and shapes. The second element is time. Dance are both space and time art because it makes use of space and spends time as movement are executed. And the third one is energy. It pertains to the amount of efforts exerted in the performance of dance or dance movements and combination. With reference to the amount of energy used in the performance of movement, we have the pendular. Examples of this is the swinging and swaying. Number 2, percussive. Strong, big, abrupt, and striking movements. And the vibratory, series of rapid and quickly executed small percussive movements. And the fourth one is the sustained, movement with no preparation, beginning, and unnoticeable end. But with reference to the application of energy in the performance of movement, we have the locomotor movement. Allows one movement from one point to another. And the non-locomotor movement performed in one point in space without transferring to another point. Examples of locomotor movement: the slide, step, walk, run, gallop, jump, leap, crab walk, hop, skip, and roll. While under non-locomotor movement, examples are stretch, curl, pull, balance, bend, swing, turn, push, sway, and twist. Improvisation, the art of creating movements that the body is not familiar with. It is exploring potential movements which can later be refined and transformed into dance movements. Technique and technique development is the exceptional way of performing or executing a certain improvised movement so that the body will adapt to it and later as it adapts will be executed automatically and effortlessly.
In order for us to perform recreational activities with full energy, we need to determine the nutrients that is needed by our body.
Determining nutrient needs. Nutrients are chemical compounds in food that are used by the body to function properly and maintain health. Examples include proteins, fats, carbohydrates, vitamins, and minerals. Macronutrients are nutrients that provide calories or energy and are required in large amounts to maintain body functions and carry out the activities of daily life. There are three broad classes of macronutrients: proteins, carbohydrates, and fats. Carbohydrates serve several key functions in your body. They provide you with energy for daily tasks and are the primary fuel source for your brain's high energy demands. Fiber is a special type of carb that helps promote good digestive health and may lower your risk of heart disease and diabetes. Protein has many roles in your body. It helps repair and build your body's tissues, allows metabolic reactions to take place, and coordinates bodily functions. Fats are a type of nutrient that you get from your diet. It is essential to eat some fats, though it is also harmful to eat too many. During exercise, your body uses calories from carbohydrates you have eaten. Under fats, there are two types. The first one is saturated fat. A fat that contains only saturated fatty acids, is solid at room temperature, and comes chiefly from animal food products. Some examples of saturated fat are butter, lard, meat fat, solid shortening, palm oil, and coconut oil. And the second one, unsaturated fats. It contains one or more double or triple bonds between the molecules. These fats are liquid at room temperature in oil form. This group breaks down further into two categories, called the monounsaturated fats and polyunsaturated fats. Micronutrients are one of the major groups of nutrients your body needs. They include vitamins and minerals. Vitamins are necessary for energy production, immune function, blood clotting, and other functions. Meanwhile, minerals play an important role in growth, bone health, fluid balance, and several other processes. Water. It is one of the most plentiful and essential of compounds. A tasteless and odorless liquid at room temperature, it has the important ability to dissolve many other substances. A calorie is a unit of energy. In nutrition, calories refer to the energy people get from the food and drink they consume, and the energy they use in physical activity.
Did you know that there are health benefits in performing cheer and contemporary dancing? Participating in recreational activities could increase the amount of muscle mass and decrease the amount of body fats. Let's now proceed to our short activity.
Directions. Error identification. Read the statements about diet and fitness carefully. If the statement is false, choose the word or words that make or makes the statement false. If the statement is true, write NA for not applicable. You have 5 seconds to answer each question. Number 1. Consuming higher fiber food promotes greater feelings of fullness as well as bowel health. Number 2. Starch are bad form of carbohydrates, dried beans and grains. Number 3. Fats provide provides your body with a structural framework and maintain proper pH and fluid balance. Number 4. Creative dances are meant to be interpreted for performances and staging. Number 5. Vitamins are necessary for energy production, immune function, blood clotting, and other functions. Number 6. Weight gain can be a symptom of a serious medical condition. Number 7. The art of creating movements that the body is not familiar with is called improvisation. Number 8. Thermic effect of food is defined as the increase in metabolic rate after ingestion of a meal. Has been studied extensively, but its role in body weight regulation is controversial. Number 9. Hip-hop is identified as one of the most spectacular events in one of the biggest collegiate sports events in the country. Number 10. Calories refer to the energy people get from the food and drink they consume, and the energy they use in physical activity. Okay, so if you are now done answering the activity, let's now proceed to the checking of your answers. For number 1, it is not applicable. For number 2, it is false because of the words bad form. Number 3, it is false because of the word fats. Number 4 is not applicable. Number 5 is not applicable. Number 6, it is not applicable. Number 7, it is not applicable. For number 8, it is false because of the word or term thermic effect of food. Number 9, it is false because of the word cheer dance. And for number 10, it is not applicable.
For the summary of our discussion, read the What I Have Learned part in your module. Open it on page 15. It is now your time to show what you've got.
Choose any of the suggested tasks. Select your best picture, paste it on your paper, and share your experiences, including injuries, problems encountered, observations, and the learnings you gained in cheer dancing. Select the best picture of your school's cheering squad and make an article about it.
The next activity will be the post-assessment to evaluate what you have learned in our discussion. Prepare your pen, ball pen, and your self-learning module.
Post-assessment. Choose the correct answer from the given choices. Write the letter of the correct answer on the space provided in your self-learning modules. You are given 5 seconds to answer each question. Number 1. How does good nutrition affect your health? A. Improve your ability to focus. B. Help you to do your task for 24 hours. C. Nutrition make your life easy and relaxed. D. Affect your family relationship. The correct answer is letter A. Improve your ability to focus. Number 2. How can you manage your weight considering challenges in following protocols in this pandemic? A. Follow World Health Organization protocols while practicing healthy diets. B. Watch your intake of fats, sugar, and salt. C. Eat variety of foods within each food group and across all the food groups. D. All the selections are correct. The correct answer is letter D. All the selections are correct. Number 3. Why is physical activity important during COVID-19? A. To increase your weight. B. To reduce the risk of health conditions like stroke and heart disease. C. Physical activities increase your anxiety and stress. D. It improves eating habits that leads to a healthy living. The correct answer is letter B. To reduce the risk of health conditions like stroke and heart disease. How does mental health contribute to good health? A. Unsatisfied emotions. B. If you have mental health, you feel good. C. If you have mental health, you will become wealthy and popular. D. Mental health makes you energetic. Correct answer is letter B. If you have mental health, you feel good. Number 5. Why is there a need to warm up before cheer dancing? A. It is important to perform all the light exercises to achieve contentment. B. Warm up will improve your thinking skill. C. To avoid muscle injury and it helps improve flexibility. D. Do warm up first to achieve a strong body. The correct answer is letter C. It is to avoid muscle injury and it helps improve flexibility. Number 6. How does cheer dancing affect your body? A. Good for cardio workout. B. Makes your body thin. C. Brings you to different part of the world. D. Improves your projection. The correct answer is letter A. It is good for cardio workout. Number 7. What is the role of carbohydrates and fats in our body? A. Carbohydrates helps us maintain our good shape. B. Carbohydrates and fats are not a good source of energy. C. Carbohydrates are used for energy and fats are used for energy after they are broke into fatty acids. D. Carbohydrates and fats, when too much intake, makes our body weak. correct answer is letter C. Carbohydrates are used for energy and fats are used for energy after they are broken into fatty acids. Number 8. What do calories tell us about food? A. Calories in food tells us how much potential energy they contain. B. Calories tells us to control the food that we intake. C. More calories, more energy sustained. D. All the selections are correct. The correct answer is letter A. Calories in food tells us how much potential energy they contain. Number 9. What is the purpose of protein in our body? A. Proteins improve the natural color of our skin. B. It improves our eyesight. C. It helps repair and build our body's tissue. D. Coordinates mental ability. The correct answer is letter C. It helps repair and build our body's tissue. Number 10. What is the function of micronutrients? A. Essential to our body. B. Play an essential part in metabolism and in the maintenance of tissue function. C. Not a good source of nutrients. D. Delay the development of the muscle. The correct answer is letter B. Play a central part in metabolism and in the maintenance of tissue function. What is the thermic effect of food and physical activity? A. It has heat-producing effect which raises the metabolic rate to a much greater extent than the thermic effect of food intake. B. It helps to add more heat to our body that produces the best energy. C. Thermic has no effect to our physical activity. D. Thermic affects the good flow of our blood. The correct answer is letter A. It has heat-producing effect which raises the metabolic rate to a much greater extent than the thermic effect of food intake. Number 12. What is the difference between locomotor and non-locomotor? A. Locomotor stands for standing position while non-locomotor stands for sitting. B. Locomotor movements are those that incorporate traveling from one point to another, while non-locomotor are body movements without traveling. C. Locomotor means walking for 30 minutes, while non-locomotor means riding for an hour. D. Locomotor has direction, while non-locomotor doesn't have direction. The correct answer is letter B. Locomotor movements are those that incorporate traveling from one point to another, while non-locomotor are body movements without traveling. Number 13. What makes cheer dance unique? A. The running skill. B. The facial expression. C. Stunting skills. D. The hand movements and positions. The correct answer is letter C. The stunting skills. Number 14. What is the purpose of cheer dance? A. It can be performed to motivate sports team and to entertain the audience for competition. B. It helps the performers to experience the tumbling skills. C. It will bring the dancers to stage. D. It will help the dancers to go around the country to perform. The correct answer is letter A. It can be performed to motivate sports team and to entertain the audience for competition. Number 15. How can cheer dance contribute to physical fitness? A. Helps to improve your strength in doing household chores. B. It creates competition of abilities. C. Cheer dance is a great cardio workout. D. Improves your inner beauty. The correct answer is letter C. Cheer dance is a great cardio workout.
Create a combination of cheers and yells with a simple cheer dance routine. Document your performance with a 2 to 3 minutes video presentation. Send it to your MAPE teacher. Congratulations! We are now done with our topic. See you on the next lesson. Goodbye! I would like to acknowledge Ma'am Vivian Domingo of SDO Tabuk City, the developer of the self-learning module from which this video lesson is based.